Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to today's event all about building a Dynamics 365 practice. My name is Jason Gumpert from msdynamicsworld.com, and I am really pleased to be able to welcome Dave Wallen, Joe Longo, and Scott May of SBS Group and Stratos Cloud Alliance. Before we get started, I just want to remind folks that we can take your questions, and we encourage you to ask them. You can use the Q&A block that you should see to the right of the main presentation window. Enter those at any time. I know our presenters will be leaving time for questions. So without any further delay, I'm going to hand things off to Dave Wallen to get us started.
Thanks a lot, and welcome everybody to today's webcast. First, I'd like to introduce our speakers. First is Joe Longo. He's the Chief Operating Officer of SBS Group. Joe's been an active member of the Microsoft Dynamics community for over 2 decades. He joined SBS as Chief Operating Officer in 2008, and in that time, the company has grown over 500%, supports over 3,000 clients across the U.S. and Canada, and as COO, he is responsible for all of SBS Group's partner and channel programs, including the new Stratos Cloud Alliance. So say hi, Joe, so everybody can recognize your voice.
Hello, everyone. Glad you could join.
Okay, and also Scott May. Scott is the Director of Channel Programs for the Stratos Cloud Alliance. Scott began his career in the ERP world in 1988 with Solomon Software, which was later acquired by Microsoft, and has operated in the Microsoft ERP space ever since, holding a variety of sales, channel, and customer service positions. For the past 15 years, he's been primarily focused on partner management and enablement, and has helped hundreds of partners to grow and build their ERP practices. Scott manages both the SBS Master of our program and the new Stratos Cloud Alliance. So say hi to everyone, Scott.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. Thanks for joining.
And my name's Dave Wallen. I'm the Vice President of Marketing for both the SBS Group and the Stratos Cloud Alliance, and I will be your moderator today. So we're going to take a look at the effect that the introduction and development of Dynamics 365 has had in the market and its impact on the business model for Dynamics resellers. We'll discuss some actions partners should take in response to these changes and look at 4 options for participating in the Microsoft Cloud Solution Provider and a prior program and getting into the Dynamics 365 business. Finally, we'll highlight the newest of these 4 options, the Stratos Cloud Alliance, a program focused on Dynamics 365 practice enablement for Dynamics partners, and introduce the Stratos Dynamics Digital Transformation Plan, which is designed to get partners in the cloud with Dynamics 365 in just 30 days. So let's look at these challenges, shall we? First, Dynamics 365 is really driving the market. It's driving the conversation. I know not only the Microsoft ERP discussion, it's also dominated the industry conversation. And the launch of Dynamics 365 last year really stepped all over the news of Oracle acquiring NetSuite, probably on purpose. And more importantly, though, is that buyers are hearing the message. You know, from my own experience and in my discussion with other industry marketers, we're finding the majority of inbound inquiries and inbound leads are companies asking about Dynamics 365. Now, overall, this is good news, right? Because any discussion that starts with Dynamics 365 is a conversation that's not starting with NetSuite or Intact. And while we know that certainly Dynamics 365 Business Edition financials isn't really ready to handle a lot of the business load that those solutions or SLGP or NAV can handle, smart resellers can convert this interest in Dynamics 365 and its inquiries from customers into opportunities for the on-premise products. And of course, there are hosting options for those to make those cloud-enabled. So it's still a good opportunity for partners. But the bad news is when these other products are mentioned, you know, SLGP or NAV, it's usually statements that these products are not dead. You know, Microsoft tells us that there's full support. They talk about the roadmaps. They talk to the market about these things, but buyers, you know, instead of being buoyed by those messages, when that message is about how the product will continue and that we have full confidence in this product, it kind of creates fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market. So that's certainly a negative. Joe, you've been looking at the impact of Dynamics 365 on the channel itself, right?
I have, Dave, and the channel is certainly changing. There is a new dynamic, no pun intended, that we have not seen before. There is now this distributor layer involved in the channel. As you can see, distributors such as Tech Data, Ingram Micro, and Synnex are picking up Dynamics 365 in a big way. We're also now seeing new competition from outside our normal universe of competitors. Retail operations like Best Buy and accounting firms like BDO, which recently partnered with Ingram. This really requires a partner to put a model in place to support their D365's activity. The majority of partners do not have the resources to become a Tier 1 CSP. Thus, we were really forced to kind of look at and work with a distributor that just does not, instead of being forced to work with a distributor that doesn't understand the Dynamics product, there's just other options out there. So you can advance the slide, Dave. Non-traditional partners, as I mentioned, are really now in the market. There's a growing body of web-based training and readiness programs that are geared towards partners interested in D365. This goes well beyond just Dynamics partners, as it is focused on enabling all Microsoft partners, so the classic partners as well. CSP distributors are putting courses and programs in place for quick go-live options for clients. These are designed for non-Dynamics partners to leverage once they find a sale or a D365 order that they want to place. An example of this, again, referring back to what I mentioned before, is the alliance between Ingram and BDO. In this case, Ingram worked with BDO, and they've teamed up to provide a fixed-rate implementation service that you can buy as a SKU if you're affiliated with Ingram. So there are a lot of changes going on, Dave.
And Joe, you and the team and a lot of the VARs that you work with have made adjustments and investments to position yourselves to be successful with Dynamics 365. And you've identified 5 actions that partners need to take in order to do that. Can you share these with everyone?
Yeah, we really narrowed it down to 5 things. The first thing partners need to do is think about how they will migrate their business to a reoccurring revenue model. The future in the cloud just flat out requires that you adapt to a reoccurring revenue model. This model offers the businesses the opportunity to increase revenue, decrease cost, stabilize cash flow, and ultimately it should enhance your overall profitability. It's clear that transitioning to a reoccurring revenue model has many short and long-term benefits. However, I can say there are many challenges that we encountered during the conversion to this model. We had to work through many of these challenges and took quite some time. Things like customer engagement, electronic marketplaces, billing and collection systems, order provisioning. These are just a few of the items that we had to really invest in heavily. In the end, we do expect that the benefits will far outweigh the challenges. The next action item is expanding your solutions portfolio. To compete effectively, you really need to be conversant not only in ERP, which for most companies means business financials, but also the basics of what was CRM, sales and marketing. And you can add to that Office 365, business intelligence, and cloud, and it just kind of keeps growing. You also need to invest in learning the new application platform tools, things like Power Apps, Power BI, Flow, Cortana. There's constantly new innovation coming out on the Office 365 platform. If you do want to play in the upper mid-market, you're going to need to support things like the enterprise version, which we're showing here. You'll need to understand AX or have Dynamics 365 for operations capabilities. This would include things like lifecycle services. So depending on the verticals you operate in, you may also need to learn things like field service, customer service, or project service automation, better known as PSA. The third action item is that we really need to differentiate. And you've been hearing this for years, but partners will need to offer vertical or functional domain expertise and IP really to create value and differentiate from the much larger pool of competitors. Since D365 will be sold online through CSP marketplaces, it will be very easy for customers to shop around for the lowest price. So if you don't offer some type of value add, then you're going to be forced to compete really purely on price. And when you really look at these competitors that we're all seeing there now, this is just a recipe for disaster. No independent partner is going to be able to compete on price with the scale of these big partners have. However, the advantage we have as really as a Dynamics partner is a real understanding of business and what is needed in ERP and CRM implementations. We come to the table with that knowledge and that experience. As Dynamics partners, we need to identify, describe, and really be able to communicate with a value add in order to have our clients choose to do business with us, and in some cases even pay a premium so that we can maintain a reasonable margin on our services and software we provide. The fourth action item is learning how to market and sell and digitally deliver, or really digitally market, sell, and deliver. And this is really a large topic. The market for SaaS is very different from the traditional ERP software market that we're used to playing in. From a revenue perspective, there's a double hit really, where you have a reduced upfront revenue due to the deployment on a SaaS model, and that's accompanied by lower margin and in many cases reduced service opportunity since there's no deployment revenue. The SaaS model also brings with it customer expectations for a faster and less expensive implementation, so we have to battle that. SaaS is generally sold and managed online, thus the requirement that a D365 implementation be sold through an online marketplace or licensed through an online marketplace. As I mentioned before, price shopping for customers is going to be very easy. Even if you have domain expertise, IP, or some other value add, there's still going to be downward pressure on service costs. There's also an expectation by customers that they can manage their subscriptions online as well as get support, training, and other services online. So really all this is going to force partners to undergo some form of digital transformation. We need to be able to reduce the cost of delivery through the use of development and configuration tools and or some form of outsourcing, like sharing bench resources across partner organizations. The cost of sales is going to have to be reduced. We can do this by leveraging web properties, digital and video assets, and a greater focus on inside over outside marketing and sales. As partners, we need to reduce the length of the sales cycle to drive more velocity in the pipe. We know that we need to close more business in order to drive the same amount of revenue. Ultimately, you'll need to turn your website into a social media property and into strategic assets to reach the prospects who will fit your solution and maybe way beyond your geography that you're now working in. So this means hiring talent or working through agencies to drive the right web traffic and reach prospects through social media and other means that are now becoming more and more prevalent. Partners are going to need to leverage their website really as the center of everything they do. So not just marketing, but support, training, and continuous engagement with clients. Finally, the fifth item, is aligning with the CSP. So as we know, D365 will only be sold through the CSP program. All CSP transactions must be conducted through a CSP marketplace where customers can initiate new subscriptions, add new licenses or services, and pay for what they consume. Marketplaces are really going to be a part of Microsoft's digital transformation. It's going to drive down costs in sales and service delivery. While they are time-consuming and expensive to deploy, marketplaces are linked to Microsoft, and the processing of the subscription and provisioning of licenses and services is all automated. The bottom line is you either need to go into align with or become a CSP. So Dave, I think that kind of summarizes the 5 main items.
Hey, Joe. So at the end of the day, in order to sell Dynamics 365, you need to join the CSP program and gain access in Marketplace. So there are 4 options. One is to go all in and build your own marketplace. Now, Joe, what was that experience like?
Well, Dave, that was certainly something we underestimated from an overall complexity and cost standpoint. Here we are 18 months and 300K plus later, and I think we're finally starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. There are a lot of things to work through. For example, building out a client portal, a client marketplace for the public, subscription management, automatic and manual provisioning of items that are purchased, vendor APIs that are constantly changing on the back end, e-commerce, and then with e-commerce, all the legal and privacy issues that come along with that. On the accounting end, you've got revenue recognition. You can bill one way, collect another, and recognize revenue a third. And along the accounting lines, you've got to ultimately integrate that marketplace with your ERP and your CRM system. So it's quite a lot. It was far, far more complex and costly than we expected.
Another alternative is to join a Master VAR program. Now, Scott, you run the SBS Master VAR program. Why do partners join the Master VAR to get involved in Dynamics 365?
Well, thanks, Dave. That's certainly a great question. You know, the Master VAR journey started with us about 6 years ago, and we've been continually focused on, building it out with systems and processes, and many of the areas that Joe just mentioned, the 5 that we just discussed, to help, partners continue to grow. However, partners have told us there are many other benefits to the Master VAR program. Some of those are, helping them transition their company to a recurring revenue model, by offering them cloud solutions that they can provide to their clients, providing a host of, expanded service offerings that they didn't have to develop on their own, which they can provide. Of course, the ability to sell all the Dynamics solutions, including NAV, GP, SL, and formerly AX, which is now Dynamics 365 Operations. Certainly leveraging resources within the network, both of their office as well as their office, leveraging resources from other offices has certainly helped them continue to grow. Also providing vertical and industry specific solutions. As has been mentioned before, we've been able to help partners with that. And in addition, partners have told us that having our national digital marketing and local marketing support has helped their growth greatly. However, the Master VAR isn't the only option. Another option is the traditional distribution channel. Joe, can you talk about that a little bit more?
Yeah, sure, Scott. Becoming a CSP is actually the most common option for a partner. Most become a Tier 2 CSP, and while this doesn't require much from an investment standpoint, certainly not as much as becoming a Tier 1 CSP. You still need to develop vertical or functional expertise of some sort in order, or some type of IP in order to differentiate yourself. Even more important, you still have to meet the digital marketing and selling challenges. However, the biggest problem is that the current distributors are not familiar with the Dynamics market. They haven't played in our space. Microsoft has recognized this deficiency in the current group of distributors and recently made an announcement to that to help alleviate some of those problems. So that announcement is that the Stratos Cloud Alliance has been added to the handful of indirect CSP providers. So there's only a handful really here in North America, and the Stratos Cloud Alliance is now one of those. Specifically, the goal is to focus the Stratos Cloud Alliance on working with Dynamics partners and their transition to CSP. Scott, I know you're working really now full-time in this program, so can you talk a little bit about the Stratos Cloud Alliance and how it can expedite the digital transformation of a Dynamics partner?
Well, certainly, Joe, and definitely there is, a new way, as you're mentioning, and as Joe just mentioned, that new way is our Stratos Cloud Alliance program. So as a brand new and unique Microsoft indirect cloud solution provider, we'll be offering a comprehensive portfolio of Microsoft Cloud business and productivity solutions, ISV products, tools, as well as partner and customer services, including Dynamics 365. As been mentioned already, Dynamics 365 is only available through the CSP program and is one of the 4 directions that we obviously discussed. With the Stratos Cloud Alliance program, not only will we be able to order and provision Microsoft Cloud solutions, but we're also a partner who can help you make that digital transition, as Joe had mentioned, to thrive in the market with Microsoft Cloud Business Solutions and services to support you and your clients. Additionally, we're the only distributor specializing in Dynamics 365. And because of that, we were chosen by Microsoft because of our 30 years as a leader with, Microsoft Business Solutions, and in the pioneering of the Dynamics Master VAR program. So we bring a unique understanding of Dynamics solutions, of course, your business model as a partner, and the market for SaaS business applications. We are your Dynamics 365 partner. and a trusted advisor to help you capitalize on the growing market for Microsoft Cloud Business Solutions, which will certainly help you immediately drive more revenue from your existing customers and open up new revenue streams with solutions such as Dynamics 365, but in addition, Office 365, Azure, Flow, and others, and instantly expand your portfolio without having to invest in additional staff or fulfilling all of the CSP requirements that Joe had mentioned, or multiple ISV reseller programs. So let's take just a minute to discuss why specializing, in Dynamics 365, is key. By having us specialize in Dynamics 365, we can support you while you develop your own Dynamics 365 practice. So you don't have to wait to get started. And the way we do that is by providing you practice enablement programs, as well as package implementation, training, and support services, that you can offer directly to your customers, through your office. Then after your practice is established, you can continue to use us to just augment your resources by utilizing our online services. We bring 30 plus years of leadership in selling and implementing dynamic solutions, that you can leverage by partnering with us for Dynamics 365 via the Stratos Cloud Alliance program. We'll also have access to the Microsoft product group that we can call upon for additional expertise and resources to help you with Dynamics 365 sales opportunities. Another key point about specializing in Dynamics 365 is we are the exclusive distributor of Dynamics 365 Enterprise Edition for Operations, which of course all of you know is formerly known as AX. Because of this, we can also provide Dynamics 365 operations implementation, training, and support services. Plus, we have a network of over 300 Dynamics professionals across all of the product lines that you can tap into as well. We'll be able to assist you with Dynamics 365 sales and marketing enablement, including opportunity and deal support. So now that we've heard about, why specializing in Dynamics 365 is so important, let me tell you about some of the key benefits that you can provide to your customers. As being part of the Stratos Cloud Alliance program, you'll be able to offer your customers, beginning on day one, a full suite of Microsoft Cloud solution offerings, including Dynamics 365, as well as Office 365, Power BI, Azure, Flow, and many more. Your clients will also be able to take advantage of our Dynamics 365 implementation, training, and support services that you'll be able to offer to them through your office and make margin on it. This would apply to all business and enterprise edition application, including all flavors of Dynamics 365. In today's marketplace, we're continually finding more and more clients, that are utilizing business intelligence, and you'll be able to offer your clients the ability to tap into, Power BI implementation, training, and support services through us as well. And if needed, we can also provide managed IT and infrastructure services. Additionally, we'll offer a wide array of ISV products and services, including the largest selection of Dynamics 365 solutions available. To help your clients leverage their cloud solutions, which is the next step, they'll have access to our Stratus Success knowledge base, which is, will add even more value to their cloud solutions that you'll be able to provide to them. We want to make it real easy for your clients to get into the Microsoft Cloud solutions through you. So with that in mind, let me quickly walk you through our partner onboarding process. Getting started with the Stratos Cloud Alliance as a partner is going to be simple because we're going to provide you with a comprehensive CSP onboarding program where we'll be there with you through the whole process to make sure you're up and selling Microsoft Cloud solutions quickly and easily. And we'll take care of, getting you set up on our Stratos Cloud Alliance marketplace, following our streamlined onboarding processes, no matter what partner level you choose. You'll have a dedicated account manager and an onboarding team that you'll be working with that have years of experience working with partners like yourself. We'll help you manage the, Microsoft Cloud pricing and the discounting and incentive programs. This way you'll be aware of any and all sales opportunities that you'll be able to capitalize on. One of the key differentiators that you'll have immediate access to, as I mentioned before, is our Stratos Success knowledge base, which I'll go into a little bit in a couple more slides. As a Stratos Cloud Alliance partner, you'll have access to your own partner portal, and this will provide complete visibility into all your cloud transactions, plus provide training materials, marketing collateral, and much more. We'll also be helping you with Microsoft Cloud sales and marketing enablement tools, which includes opportunity, and deal support. So Joe, we've talked about, kind of the digital marketing and the marketplace platforms, and the amount of investment that we've made. Can you talk a little bit more about our best-in-class e-commerce marketplace that we've been working on for the past 18 months?
Sure can, Scott. What we are talking about here really is about a state-of-the-art Stratos or custom white-labeled cloud marketplace where customers can order, provision, manage their Microsoft Cloud subscriptions, really along with any other solutions they've built or ISV solutions they have. The Stratos Cloud Alliance marketplace is based on the industry-leading Ensum platform. That is the engine we're built on top of. This platform provides a robust sales, marketing, and ordering storefront, fully customizable content management. It's really state-of-the-art. This will allow a partner to market with its own set of products and services, along with those that are provided by Microsoft Stratos or ISV solutions as well. The marketplace supports a complete lifecycle of Microsoft Cloud services from purchasing through provisioning to management and invoicing. So as a partner, you're really able to shorten that sales cycle and time spent deploying customer solutions because of the platform's real-time access to the cloud marketplace's provisioning system. Everything's done electronically, and it's much more efficient. It's also important to note that the integration with Microsoft's partner portals ensures the resellers retain partner of record status for eligible subscriptions. This is really critical to note because very few CSP programs can provide that. Really only indirect CSP programs can allow a Dynamics partner to maintain and continue to be the partner of record. Little known, but certainly an important fact. Scott, I know there's a ton of content that we've been growing out, and I think you've got some slides that'll fill us in on that as well.
Yeah, absolutely, Joe. In addition to our best-in-class e-commerce platform that we just mentioned, that we'll provide for you, we'll also provide you, as I mentioned before, access to our Stratus Success knowledge base, and that's going to be available to you and to your clients as a value add. So as partners, you all know that software and training go hand in hand, and Stratus Success delivers an industry-leading software solutions, a rapid implementation, and a self-service training portal to ensure your organization is able to maximize its investment in the cloud solutions. So Stratus Success's personalized training actually enables users to learn at their own pace. So let me cover with you what we believe are 5 of the key offerings that the Stratus Success provides that will be a benefit to not only you, but to your clients. And the first is tailored learning hubs. This provides users with an interactive training experience that, is personalized for their role and specific needs. Second, they'll be able to create what is referred to as guided learning paths. And with structured learning paths, users are guided through every step of the learning journey, from their first onboarding steps to becoming a full power user. Third, employees and customers will have access to self-service support. Stratus Success's robust knowledge base actually has an intuitive search function that gives users, exactly the information they need, right when they need it. With Stratus Success, you'll get flexible content types, and this is going to include content types including videos, audio recordings, interactive walkthroughs, presentations, and much more, which will certainly improve the overall learning experience for each individual user. And finally, you also have access to peer communities. This brings teams closer together while leveraging champions within your organization to save other users time in getting their questions answered. Stratus Success is yet another value add that you'll be able to offer to your clients as part of the Stratos Cloud Alliance program and the cloud solutions you'll be able to sell to them. So Joe, let's take a quick look at the Stratos Cloud Alliance partner offerings.
Sure thing. The Stratos Cloud Alliance provides many different tools, as you've discussed, that help a partner accelerate to their digital transformation. There really are three different engagement models. First, a Stratos agent, second, a Stratos partner, and finally, a Stratos merchant. And Scott, you can kind of fill us in on the benefits of those three different items and what they entail.
Great. I'd certainly be happy to, Joe, and I'm looking forward to working with partners on these. Yeah, the first is our, starting, point, which is our Cloud Agent program. And, that's really perfect for partners with limited internal resources or want to, offer their customers Microsoft Cloud solutions as a value add to their core business. But they don't want to mess with all the administration that we just discussed of trying to get involved with the CSP program and a marketplace spun up and everything else. It can be a good starting point for partners that don't want to jump all in to start. As a cloud agent, you simply bring your customers to Stratos and let us take care of the onboarding, billing, administration, and support. It's really that simple. You'll benefit as a partner by receiving a monthly margin on Microsoft subscription services, for the life of the account on Dynamics 365, Office 365, Azure Flow, and any other Microsoft Cloud solutions, that are purchased through the marketplace. The Cloud Agent program allows you to get into selling Microsoft Cloud solutions with no administrative burden whatsoever on your part, as we take care of the billing, support, and administration, of the customer. There's no financial investment or volume requirements to get started with the Cloud Agent program, and we, of course, provide an easy sign-up and onboarding process to help quickly launch you. In addition, we'll certainly provide Microsoft Cloud sales assistance, to help you guys close business. So now let's go over our next level up, which is our Cloud Partner Program. And our partner program is a true distributor model for partners who want to build a practice based upon Microsoft Business Solutions. As a cloud partner, you'll be managing the entire customer lifecycle, including pricing and billing, and you'll also have the option for your organization to provide tier level 1 support, or you can opt to have us provide that tier level 1 customer support. Our cloud partners will enjoy up to an 18% margin on Microsoft monthly prices, based upon their volume and the support options that they choose, of course. Partners will have complete control over the customer pricing and billing, as we'll be billing, as you'll be billing the client, and we'll be billing you. At the partner level, you'll be able to benefit from a co-branded online marketplace that we'll be able to set up for you quickly. So you'll be up and selling Microsoft Cloud solutions really in no time. There's no financial investment for starting at the cloud partner level, so you'll be able to profit immediately from selling Microsoft Cloud solutions to your clients. Signing up is simple, and we'll work hand in hand with you through a streamlined onboarding process so you can quickly launch your marketplace and be selling Microsoft Cloud solutions. You also have access to a dedicated account manager who will be working with you during the onboarding process and beyond for ongoing sales support. So Joe, that summarizes at a high level our Cloud Partner Program. Now let's move on to reviewing our top level program, which is our Cloud Merchant. Our Cloud Merchant is a true distributor model for partners who want to invest in a practice based upon Microsoft Business Solutions as a core business focus. As one of our Cloud Merchant partners, you'll again directly manage the entire customer lifecycle, including pricing and billing. And again, it's your option to provide first-tier customer support, or you can utilize Stratos Cloud Alliance for Tier 1 support. You'll also have your own custom marketplace with access to our entire suite of CSP products bearing your brand. Our merchants will enjoy up to an 18% margin, of course, on Microsoft monthly prices and for all their clients. But best of all, you'll be able to take advantage of a personalized branded marketplace, which we'll work with you on to get up and running quickly. Your custom branded marketplace will provide you the ability to control what SKUs you want to sell, and also give you the ability to customize it with your own products, services, and bundled solutions, as we've been talking about, to add more value to the sales to your clients. You'll be able to get started with your own customer marketplace, with minimal financial investment, And this will enable you to start profiting from the sale of Microsoft Cloud solutions quickly. Signing up for the Cloud Merchant Program is, of course, simple, as we provide a comprehensive hands-on onboarding process and launch of your marketplace. Cloud Merchants will be provided a dedicated strategic account manager who will be working with you during the onboarding process and well beyond for ongoing sales and support. So now that you've heard about the 3 programs at a high level, the decision is up to you for which one you'd want to pursue. However, no matter which one you choose, we're going to provide a path to get you into selling Microsoft Cloud solutions in 30 days. We do this by kicking off our 30-day onboarding process, where you'll begin working with our account manager and marketplace onboarding team to work with you to establish your marketplace and begin the training processes so you can start to place Microsoft Cloud solution orders as soon as possible. Then we'll get you set up on your Stratus Success knowledge base so you and your employees can start using it for training and learning of Microsoft Cloud solutions. We'll also provide you with access to your partner portal, which will provide you with the complete visibility into all your cloud transactions, plus training materials, marketing collateral, and certainly much, much more. Then we'll work with you on Microsoft Cloud Solutions sales and marketing enablement, including any assistance with potential opportunities that need current deal support. The Stratos Cloud Alliance partner programs will allow you to provide Microsoft Cloud solutions to your clients within 30 days or less. So if you're interested in learning more about the Stratos Cloud Alliance program, please visit Dynamics365partner.com for more information or to sign up. Or certainly feel free to contact me via my email directly at the information provided on the next slide. So we certainly look forward to helping you get your business into the cloud in the next 30 days or less. Thanks, Dave. That really wraps it up for me. So I'll turn it back over to you for our Q&A session.
Thanks, Scott. Terrific. So Jason, you're monitoring that, right?
I am. And if you have a question that you have not yet entered, please do feel free to do it at this point. And we have a few already submitted here. There was a question asking for the first to review what the first out of those numbered factors was that Joe was discussing earlier in the session. And if you want, if you want me to give you some time to sort of pull that back up, I can move on to another question as well.
Recurring revenue?
Perhaps. I
that was the first one.
Myself don't actually recall exactly what it was.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it was recurring revenue, guys. And that was the first one, and the information on that slide really dealt with the aspects that change in a reoccurring revenue model. One is you typically see a decrease in the amount of revenue you're receiving because you're spreading those licenses over a longer period of time. And the other component to that is that there's a complexity in billing and recognizing revenue in that model. So it's all about, the hope is certainly that the cumulative revenue is the same or more in the long term, but it's a timing difference in that. And there's a big transition there. It's a big business model change. I think that summarizes the slide, though.
All right, great. Another question, are there different requirements like revenue commitments for the partner tiers?
Scott, I think you'd be better off on that one.
Yeah, really, there are no different revenue requirements between the tiers. It's really a matter of if you want to start out at the agent level and really not have much of a commitment to get started. The partner and merchant level, there's no requirements to get started at either one of those levels either. But there's certainly some different commitments from the standpoint of if you want to provide tier 1 support and the billing process and things of that nature. But there's no volume commitment differences at either level that you want to get started.
Okay, there's a question about language support. Do the programs and utilities that you're offering for training and for the other objectives, are they available in Spanish?
That is a good question that I will have to follow up on. I'm not, Dave or Joe, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of that. That's not one I have an answer to.
A good portion of them are. They're actually not only Spanish, but I believe it's in excess of 20 languages, and that is part of the platform we build in allows for multilingual design and building of those platforms. So I will not say all of the material, but a good portion of it is multilingual, and certainly Spanish is top of the list.
All right. Someone asks, do I retain partner of record rights?
I'll take that one, and yes, that's one of the things that we just mentioned, that you would be able to retain partner of record rights, through the Stratos Cloud Alliance program, which is certainly a differentiator.
All right. Next question here. Besides the branding, what would be the difference between a white label marketplace and the shared marketplace?
So, the difference between, the partner level, which is the co-branded market space, and the merchant level, which is really the white label space. The merchant level, as the white label space, is going to provide you with all the flexibility to be able to go through and customize that, to be able to put your own, logo on it, to be able to go through. It won't have, Stratos Cloud Alliance on it at all. You'll be able to customize, the SKUs and the products that you want to sell in the marketplace. It'll give you the flexibility to put additional, products and services on the marketplace that might be specific to your organization that you'd want to be able to offer to your clients. The partner level, you'll have a co-branded marketplace, but you'll get basically all of the SKUs and everything, that are in the Stratos Cloud Alliance marketplace with a co-brand, but you won't have as much flexibility to go through and customize it with different products and things of that nature. So those are probably the main differences between those two.
Okay. I'm just looking through the questions here. What are the requirements to join the CSP?
To join the Stratos Cloud Alliance program, basically there's a application that needs to be filled out, which is available at the Dynamics365partner.com, which is pretty straightforward. And then there's a master services agreement that we would get out to anybody who's interested, that we would need to go through and get set up. And then at that point, we'd need to go through and have basically an MPN ID to go through and get that set up with Microsoft, which most partners already have an MPN ID. And if you don't, there's an easy process to go out and get one set up so that we can get you started. So it's pretty straightforward.
And there's another question, maybe asking something similar from another point of view. Do we have to become a CSP to be your partner?
So no, you don't have to be a CSP to partner with the Stratos Cloud Alliance. That is, the advantage of the Stratos Cloud Alliance program is that you can partner with us, and by doing that, you get the benefit of being able to sell all the Microsoft Cloud solutions, which of course are only available through the CSP, but you don't have to go through the process of becoming a CSP yourself.
That goes to the up and running in 30 days. That's the investments that the Stratos Cloud Alliance has made, allows any partner to join immediately, having all the benefits of being a CSP and even a white label marketplace if they choose to go that route.
Correct.
All right, I want to make a last call for questions. I see one more at the moment, and I will get to, actually there are a couple more now that I look again. So does the marketplace allow us to resell third-party add-on products for the CSP product lines? And if so, can you speak a little about the requirements for offering these, and do they have automated deployment?
Well, we will have ISV products on our marketplace. We've got several out there that are available already. As to the automatic, deployment and of those, that's dependent upon, the ISV at this point. Some of them are able to be automatically provisioned, via the APIs that we have through the marketplace. Some of them, aren't there at this point. We'll continually be adding additional ISV solutions, to our marketplace to add value. As I mentioned before, though, with the merchant level marketplace, that gives you the flexibility to add, additional products that you may want to go through and have out, on your marketplace. And, we would work with you one-on-one to, take care of that.
All right, someone asks if we're already in the SPN network, are we part of the Stratos Cloud Alliance?
You are already basically part of, the CSP program, and basically you already have a marketplace that you're leveraging, today that, we've invested in at this point as part of the Master VAR program and the SPN network.
All right. We appear to be at the end of the question queue here. I guess I'll make this the final call for additional questions. I want to remind folks there is a poll that'll come up after you leave today. If you could take 15 or 20 seconds to fill that out, that does give us some valuable feedback for your experience, both for ourselves, and I know our speakers appreciate that as well. I'm not seeing any other questions, so I think we'll begin to wrap up here. So Joe, Scott, Dave, thank you very much for taking the time to present today.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
We have recorded this event. We'll be sharing information on that as well soon. With that, we're going to conclude the event. Have a great day, everybody.